Trey Gowdy says Obama and Biden could potentially be relevant witnesses in the Senate impeachment trial. Hello and welcome to TST. If you are new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates that you can rely on daily. Former South Carolina Representative Trey Gowdy suggested that Barack Obama and Joe Biden could be important witnesses in the Senate impeachment trial of President Donald Trump. Part of impeachment is setting a precedent for what's going to happen in the future, Gowdy told Fox News. So if the vice president can make that assertion, then he is relevant as a witness. But so too is President Obama, because I would want to know whether or not he had the authority of the president at the time he made that pronouncement that there will be no loan guarantees unless the prosecutor is fired, he added. Biden bragged in 2018 about strong-arming Ukraine into firing a prosecutor by threatening to renege on a loan guarantee. I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee, and I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor. And they didn't, Biden said during an appearance at the Council on Foreign Relations. I said, nah, I'm not going to. Or, we're not going to give you the $1 billion, he added. The former vice president then told an audience that he called Obama and the prosecutor was fired. Gowdy explained to Sean Hannity that if President Obama gave Joe Biden permission to condition loan guarantees on the firing of a prosecutor, then that makes both of them potentially relevant as witnesses. Take a watch.
Today, I've got to say congratulations to Quid Pro Quo Joe. Second anniversary of him admitting that he leveraged and shook down the country of Ukraine with $1 billion taxpayer dollars to get a prosecutor he knew investigating his son in Ukraine fired for paying his son's zero experience hunter millions of dollars. I would say there's your quid pro quo, Congressman.
Well, that certainly makes him relevant as a witness. Part of impeachment is setting a precedent for what's going to happen in the future. So if the vice president can make that assertion, then he is relevant as a witness, but so too is President Obama, because I would want to know whether or not he had the authority of the president at the time he made that pronouncement that there'll be no loan guarantees unless the prosecutor is fired. So every time that clip plays of Joe Biden, I just think of more reasons that he is relevant as a witness if the Senate wants to go that route.
Well, that is a point very few people made. I talked about it on radio again today. I brought it up before. You don't believe me? You're not getting the $1 billion. Call Obama. He'll tell you. Was Obama in on this shakedown?
Well, anytime you hear the word unprecedented, what makes me, that makes me wonder, well, does that mean no other president's done it? If this is really, Adam Schiff loves to say this is an unprecedented abuse of power. Okay, well, that makes what other presidents did relevant. In addition to the credibility of the assertion, it makes it relevant. So if President Obama gave Joe Biden permission to condition loan guarantees on the firing of a prosecutor, then that makes both of them potentially relevant as witnesses.
Do you agree with my constitutional interpretation that if the House has the sole power to impeach and they've impeached the president and they didn't bother to call witnesses, that it's not the Senate's job? Their job is to hold the trial. Now they have their House managers that dressed up. They get to make their case, and they're repeating themselves, and they're even going back to the Mueller report. Then they're playing, their opinion witnesses that wanted to impeach Trump for tweeting the words fake news. Is it the Senate's job to bring in witnesses they decided not even to subpoena? Because I don't believe constitutionally it is.
No, it's the House's job to investigate it, and these investigations take a long time. I mean, this is about the removal of a duly elected chief executive, and they wanted to do it in 3 months. As you and I have discussed in the past, Sean, it's really about putting a handful of Republican senators in really tough re-elects. You also can't call a witness you know is going to invoke privilege. So if you know John Bolton is going to invoke privilege or it's going to be invoked, then you can't call him to then say that.
And that's the president's right. All right. Thank you,
Yes,
Trey
sir.
Gowdy.
Let us know your thoughts whether you think Obama, as well, can be charged with the crime of assisting in the cover-up of Hunter Biden's activities in Ukraine by approving Biden's claimed resolution to fire the prosecutor. Share your thoughts in the comments down below. And haven't you checked out the official TST store yet? It has a variety of Patriot-themed custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, phone cases, and a ton more. Make sure to take a look and maybe help us out with picking some products for yourself and your loved ones at great prices. It does make a huge difference to what we're doing here. Link in the description below. If you've liked this report, let us know by tapping that like button down below, share the news among friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more news and updates on TST. I'm David Ravine, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.